My beloved child, stop and listen to the sound of my voice. You are not here by accident. You did not stumble upon this message through a random algorithm. I have orchestrated this exact second, this exact breath to halt your world so that you can hear what the Father is whispering from the throne. Look at the earth around you. Can you feel it shaking? Can you see the foundations of human pride beginning to crumble? This is not the end of the world. It is the beginning of my glory being revealed. I have seen you in the secret hours of the night. I have seen the way you stare into the dark, wondering if I have forgotten the sound of your name. I have seen the weight of America's chaos pressing against your heart. But hear me now. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the one who holds the stars in place, and I have never once taken my eyes off you. I am unsealing a divine decree over your life today. I am moving the mountains that have stood in your way for years. Do not fear the shaking, for I am shaking the earth to reveal the kingdom that cannot be moved, and that kingdom lives within you. Behold, I am the God of the breakthrough. Look at the flag of your nation and know that I am the sovereign king over every border. I have heard the cries of my remnant in the United States and across the islands of the sea. You have been told to prepare for lack, but I am telling you to prepare for overflow. I am unsealing the storehouses of heaven over your household today. Every financial chain, every generational curse of poverty, and every yoke of debt is being shattered by the fire of my presence. I am shifting the wealth of the world into the hands of the faithful. I am giving you divine ideas and supernatural strategies to prosper in a desert. Why? Because I am funding the final harvest of souls. I am not just healing your bank account. I am healing your legacy. I am breathing new life into your career and your calling. What the enemy stole from your parents and your grandparents, I am restoring to you sevenfold. Receive the miracle of my provision. Trust in me, for I am your shepherd, and in my kingdom you shall not want. Do not be afraid of the shadows that creep across the land. Look at the angels standing guard at your four corners. I have commanded the armies of heaven to surround your home with flaming swords. There is a war in the heavens that your natural eyes cannot see, but I have already secured your victory. Every weapon formed against your mind, every spirit of depression, every cloud of anxiety, and every arrow of sickness, I am dismantling it now by the power of my word. I am your shield and your great reward. While the world walks in terror of the unknown, you shall walk in the certainty of my peace. I am placing a seal of protection upon your forehead and upon the doorposts of your house. My angels are clearing the path for your destiny, removing every stumbling block the enemy has placed in your way. You are not fighting for victory, you are fighting from victory. Stand still and see the salvation of your God. No plague shall come nigh your dwelling, and no fire shall kindle upon you, for I am with you always. The hour is late, much later than the world believes. Look at the sky. Can you see the lightning flashing from the east? I am standing at the threshold of eternity, and the trumpet is already at the lips of my messengers. The great separation is happening in this very moment. I am marking the 1%, the remnant who have kept their lamps full of oil and their hearts focused on the horizon. The 99% are asleep, chasing the wind and building houses on sinking sand, but I am calling you to rise.
If the sky were to part this very second, would your heart be light enough to fly, or would it be weighed down by the world? I am coming for a bride without spot or wrinkle. I am coming for those who have waited for me more than they have waited for the sun to rise. The door of grace is still open, but the hinges are moving. Do not let the distractions of this life blind you to the glory of the next. Choose the gate of light. Choose the path of the Spirit. For I come in an hour you think not, and my reward is with me to give to every man according to his work.
But hear me deeper, for I am not just coming to rescue, I am coming to refine. Look at the fire in the images before you. To the world, it is a fire of destruction, but to my children, it is a refiner's fire. I am sitting as a refiner of silver over your soul today. I am burning away the dross of compromise, the spirit of lukewarmness that has paralyzed the modern church. America has forgotten the power of holiness, but I am raising a remnant that is not ashamed of the gospel. I am unsealing a new level of discernment within you. You will no longer be deceived by the wolf in sheep's clothing or the false promises of this age. I am sharpening your spirit to recognize my voice amidst the roar of 1,000 distractions. The shaking you feel is meant to loosen your grip on the things that are passing away so that you may grab hold of the things that are eternal. You have been tested in the furnace of affliction, and I tell you, you are coming out as pure gold. The weight of the glory I am placing upon you will far outweigh the suffering you have endured. Do not count the cost of your sacrifice. Count the value with my presence, for I am worth more than all the kingdoms of this earth. Turn your heart toward your home. I am unsealing a decree of restoration over your family lineage. For too long, the enemy has tried to scatter your children and bring division into your household. But I am the God of the covenant. I am turning the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to the fathers. I am breaking the spirit of rebellion and the spirit of addiction that has tried to steal your legacy. Your house shall be called a house of prayer, a sanctuary of peace in a world of chaos. I am placing the Joseph mandate upon you. Just as I raised Joseph to be a provider in a time of global famine, I am raising you to be a pillar of strength for your community. I am giving you the key of David. What you open, no man shall shut, and what you shut, no man shall open. I am unsealing divine connections and strategic alliances that will bring resources into your hands that you did not labor for. This is not for your comfort, but for the kingdom's advancement. You shall be a conduit of my blessing, a river of life in a parched land. In the coming shaking, your light will shine so bright that the lost will run to the glory of your rising. Look once more at the parting clouds. The atmosphere of this planet is changing. The spiritual gravity is shifting. Can you feel the pull toward heaven? I am intensifying my presence on the earth for one final great harvest. I am pouring out my Spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy. I am unsealing miracles that have been reserved for this exact moment in history, healings that baffle the doctors, and provisions that defy the laws of economics. The age of man is ending, and the age of the kingdom is breaking through. I am calling my workers into the field. The harvest is white, but the time is short. I am putting a fresh fire in your bones that will not let you stay silent.
You are my witness in America, in the Philippines, and to the ends of the earth. I am giving you a boldness that you have never known. When you speak, the atmosphere will shift. When you pray, the heavens will move. You are part of a global gathering that the world cannot stop. Every chain that has held my people back is being melted by the heat of my glory. We are at the threshold of the most magnificent transition in the history of creation. Stand tall, my beloved, for your King is moving in your midst. For too long, the world has mistaken my silence for absence. They have looked at the skyline of your cities and thought that the throne was empty. But I tell you, I have been waiting, watching, and measuring the hearts of men. I am now unsealing the silent sovereignty over the United States and the nations of the earth. I am stepping out of the shadows of history and into the light of the present hour. Can you feel the weight of my footsteps? I am walking through the corridors of your government, through the aisles of your marketplaces, and through the secret rooms of your homes. I am unsealing a level of truth that will expose every lie, every hidden work of darkness that has tried to keep my people in bondage is being brought to the light. I am the God who sees in secret, and I am now rewarding you openly. I am stripping away the masks of the deceivers and revealing the hearts of the pure. This is a season of great exposure. Do not be troubled when you see the world's systems shaking. It is only the removal of that which is counterfeit. I am establishing my truth as the only firm ground. I am breathing upon the dry bones of your dreams and commanding them to live again. The silence is over. My voice is thundering over the waters, and my decree is being established in the earth.
Look at your hands. I am unsealing a mantle of the overcomer upon you right now. You were not created to be a victim of the times. You were created to be a ruler over the circumstances. I am giving you the authority to tread upon the serpents of fear and the scorpions of lack. In this hour, I am releasing a double portion of my spirit upon the faithful in America and beyond. You will find that words you speak in my name will carry a weight they have never carried before. When you declare my promises over your finances, the windows of heaven will respond. When you declare my healing over your body, the cells will obey the Creator. I am unsealing the hidden treasures of the darkness. There are resources that have been stored up for this exact moment, wealth that has been hidden from the world but reserved for the kingdom. I am directing those resources to you. You shall be a fountain of life in a desert of despair. I am removing the spirit of slumber from your eyes and giving you the vision of a prophet. You will see the traps of the enemy before they are set. You will hear my whisper behind you saying, "This is the way, walk in it." You are transitioning from a season of questioning into a season of absolute knowing. You are my battle axe and my weapon of war. Through you, I will show the world that I am still the Lord of the harvest. I am going back to the foundations. I am unsealing the ancient wells of revival that your forefathers dug in this land. I am reopening the wells of prayer, the wells of holiness, and the wells of power that have been capped by the dust of religion and the dirt of the world. I am sending a fresh wave of my spirit from the east coast to the west coast, from the north to the south. It will not look like the revivals of old. It will be a fire that starts in the individual heart. It will be a revolution of love that cannot be contained by walls or denominations. I am unsealing the song of the redeemed within your spirit. I am replacing your mourning with dancing and your sorrow with a joy that is unspeakable and full of glory.
You will find yourself singing in the middle of the night, not because the battle is over, but because the victory is certain. I am deepening your roots into the river of life. While the world's trees are being uprooted by the winds of change, your leaves will stay green and your fruit will not fail. I am unsealing a divine immunity over your soul, a protection against the bitterness and the hatred that is consuming the world. You shall walk in the midst of the fire and not be burned. You shall walk through the valley of the shadow of death and fear no evil, for I am with you, and my rod and my staff shall comfort you.
Because discernment without response is incomplete, and awareness without action slowly fades. You have now heard enough to know that this moment in your life is not ordinary. Not because of fear, not because of chaos, but because of calling. Every generation is given a responsibility, and yours is being asked to choose depth over distraction. Not everyone will answer that call. Many will stay busy. Many will stay comfortable. Many will stay convinced that later is safer than now. But you feel the difference. That quiet pull towards sincerity, that resistance to shallow faith, that discomfort with borrowed beliefs. This is not confusion. This is refinement. There were moments written about long ago when people would need to decide whether truth was something they admired or something they obeyed. Those moments were never announced loudly. They arrived disguised as normal days. Work continued. Plans continued. Life looked the same on the surface, but beneath it, hearts were being weighed. You are living in days where belief is easy, but surrender is rare. Where inspiration is popular, but obedience is costly. Where many want reassurance without transformation. Do not confuse popularity with approval. What draws crowds does not always carry truth, and what carries truth often requires courage to follow. This is why your faith has been tested quietly, not to expose you, but to strengthen you, not to break you, but to anchor you. You are learning to listen beyond noise, to trust beyond feeling, to remain faithful without constant affirmation. That kind of faith cannot be shaken easily. Remember this, readiness is not about knowing everything. It is about staying aligned. Alignment is choosing integrity when no one applauds, choosing prayer when distraction is easier, choosing truth when compromise would feel safer. You are not being asked to withdraw from the world. You are being asked to walk through it awake. Let your life reflect what you believe. Let your choices confirm your trust. Let your peace become evidence that fear does not rule you. There will always be voices claiming certainty. There will always be opinions competing for your attention. But clarity comes from closeness, not noise. Stay close, stay watchful, stay grounded. Do not carry tomorrow's worries into today. Preparation happens one faithful step at a time. And when the world grows louder, let your foundation grow deeper. When confusion spreads, let your discernment sharpen. When love grows cold around you, choose to keep yours alive. This is not the end of hope. This is the unveiling of purpose. What is coming does not catch me by surprise, and it does not remove my presence from your life. You were not called to fear the future. You were called to walk toward it with faith. Remain steady, remain sincere, remain ready. Because those who live awake will not be shaken when the moment arrives. So stay awake, not in fear, but in faith, not in panic, but in readiness. The time is closer than you think, and the call is clear. Do not delay repentance. Do not silence conviction. Do not ignore the knocking on your heart. I have warned, I have waited, and I have called you by name. Those who have ears, listen. Those who are ready remain faithful, because when that moment comes, there will be no time left to decide. Choose now. Be ready.